Alright, I feel like I have to talk about this for just a little bit. I mean, there's not too much to talk about, so it's not going to be super long video, super in-depth review or anything, but I want to talk about Tetris 99 because I think the concept is great, and I think the fact that people are still finding ways to reinvent Tetris, which at its core is a super basic puzzle game, but yet one of the best video games of all time. It's just crazy. Similarly to Melee, where the competitive scene really came alive and kept the game alive for so long, a competitive scene came along for Tetris, which kept it alive for a while. But outside of that, adjacent to the competitive scene, there's also just all the Tetris spin-offs that come out. Every system, there's just different rehashes of Tetris. I heard about Tetris Effect that's out on like PS4, which I would like to check out as well. Just like, and stylistically, it just seems really cool and unique from other Tetris games. But there's also things like Tetris Party Deluxe, which I had played on the Wii with my family a lot. And that one was kind of similar to this. And I'm sure a lot of the Tetris games that have multiplayer, local multiplayer, have adopted this in some way. But you had different items you could have on that you could basically actually directly send items to people. By pressing a button, you could activate your items and your power-ups or whatever they may be. And like some of them would be speed up things, give them all the one block, some other weird stuff you could do. But it's just nice little change-ups to where if you're not a super professional Tetris player, you can still enjoy it and find something out of it. Even if you're sucking, you get these power-ups to help you out. I don't know. I think it's cool. At the same time, I'm pretty good at Tetris, I'd say. And something like Tetris 99, which takes Tetris and makes it a battle royale, basically, to where you have 99 total Tetris players playing it once, and one person comes out the winner. And basically, as people are clearing lines, getting Tetris-E's, you send them to other people. You get sent stuff your way, and you can only combat it by clearing lines yourself. So you have to be an actually good Tetris player to win, ultimately. And I don't know if this game would be enjoyable for people who aren't actually like good at Tetris. I don't know, because I just can't see you lasting very long at all if you have people who know what they're doing going in there just sending stuff nonstop your way. It's not just one of those games where you can pick it up and start learning as you play online. I feel like this is when you have to play the core game without doing the whole 99 players thing before you can even jump into this. But maybe I'm wrong. I'd like to hear some people who've had different experience, like new to Tetris, started with this. That would be something. That being said, I love Tetris. Like I said, I think I'm pretty good at it. I mean, my best placement has been second place so far, and consistently in every session I do, which is like 30 minutes to an hour, whenever. My placements are always in the top 4 somewhere. You know, I always, of course, have the ones where I get 16th, 20th, 30th, you know. They're just always outliers because some crazy stuff can happen. They can really send a ton your way, and if you're not on your game, that you can really crash and burn real quick in this. But that being said, I think the results show I'm pretty good at least. And, you know, I've played a lot of different Tetris games. Tetris Party Deluxe. There was a Tetris one on the PS4, I forget the name of that one. I have one on the 3DS, one on the DS. I don't know if I've even played the one on the DS yet. Tetris Ultimate. Yeah, Tetris Ultimate was also the one on the PS4. And now I had Tetris on the NES as well. My friend sent me that. And that's still the definitive version to this day. That's great. But so Tetris 99 as a concept was great. So jumping into it was great. I just think it's a brilliant concept. It takes something like Tetris, which is already like one of those games that you can like, it's easy to convince yourself to play one more time, let's try it again. It's even easier when you can play with 98 other players and, you know, try to get a higher spot. Like, not only go for an arbitrary score, but now you have a number to attain for, like, I'm better than this many people, I'm the top spot. That's another goal. It's like a very visible goal you can go for. So that's another way to hook people in. And it's a free-to-play game, so you got that. And the fact that matchmaking, getting paired up with 98 other players, it doesn't take forever. You're not waiting around. Pretty much it's like 20 seconds at the most. You're waiting. Right after you finish yours, you can jump right into another one. Yeah, and I think the atmosphere of this game is really cool too, to where the music gets really intense, and there's musical cues when you get down to the top 50 or 30, and then when you get down to the top 10, and it just gets way more intense as it goes on. Like, the speed picks up a lot as you advance and less people are in the game, and then the music intensifies a lot as well. So I think it's really cool. They have a nice, really distinct style going for this game, and it's interesting to see so many people in the mainstream playing this. All these games, like, there's always these games that are like, Tetris is a well-known thing, but you don't see young hip kids playing Tetris and talking about it. But of course, you make it a battle royale, and it's a new hot thing. And now everybody posting on Twitter, "Ooh, hitting up Tetris 99." But it's cool. I think it's a game that anyone can get into, and it's cool to see new people getting into a classic game like that. It's timeless. It's a great game. You take the formula of Tetris, put it in almost any fashion, any system, and it'll work. I think it's great. Okay? That being said, I'm going for the number 1 spot. I still have yet to attain number 1. And you have no idea until you've reached that level just how hard it is to even attain second. Now, of course, you have different people on any given game, but generally you're going to have that, especially with you're going for the top spot, you're going to have that one person who's really good. So you're going to be in it for the long haul if you want to win. And you have to make super fast reactions is what the game's all about when you get to the high levels. Like, you don't know what you're getting into when you're just starting out. You go at your own pace, you can take your time, and then at the end, your pace is completely determined by the game. You cannot slow down. The pieces are already being placed as it's going on. It's just dropping instantly pretty much. So you have to be ready, spinning, looking at the pieces coming next. It's the next level. I want that top spot. I want to be the Tetris 99 master. Second's pretty good, but it's kind of annoying. I mean, I'm not playing it all the time, so maybe I would have it by now if I was playing regularly. But at the same time, super hard to get that top spot. I want to get it, though, for sure.